Hello friends, welcome to my channel Hira Takis. Today I am going to start one new series .NET 10. This is the introduction video. Here we can see what is .NET 10, what are the new features are available and how to use in your application point of view. Finally, we can do the basic installation setup. Okay, so let me start from what is .NET. .NET is an open source. It provides cross-platform support. It is created from Microsoft. So this is mainly used for creating web application using .NET Core and REST APIs and desktop application using WPF or WinForms, cloud and microservice application, then mobile and cross-platform apps using .NET MAUI. Okay. So the main programming language used in .NET is C Sharp, which is one of the most popular programming language in the world. Okay. And one more point, the current version of the .NET is .NET 10. Okay. For every release, we can expect some performance improvement and also we can see some new features are included. The same way in this .NET also we have some features. Okay. The next we can see what are the key features in .NET 10. So the first point is performance improvement. So as I mentioned, for every .NET version release, so they mainly focus on the performance improvement. So the same way they have done some changes in the runtime optimization and for the memory management in order to our application will run faster and more efficiently. Okay. The next feature is better minimal API. So the minimal API concept introduced in the earlier version of .NET Core. So now in .NET 10, they have added improved validation, cleaner error handling, easier configuration. This makes building our REST API faster and simpler. So anyway, I will create the separate video for this concept. Okay. So the next feature is improved security. In .NET Core now support modern authentication method that includes the passwordless authentication using passkeys. So using these features, developers can build their application more secure. So obviously, I will create the separate video for this authentication using passkeys. The next key feature is improved Open API support. In .NET 10 includes Open API 3.1 support, which improves API documentation and complementary with modern tools. Anyway, we can deep dive into the topic later. The fifth point is real-time communication improvement. The .NET 10 introduced better support for server-sent event. It makes easier to build real-time applications such as live dashboard or notifications. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Next, we can do the environmental setup. So the first thing is we need an C# code editor. So we can use Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code. So the thing is, if you are using this Visual Studio, so default we will get the templates. There is no need to install any additional extension. Okay, it is mostly recommended. So in case if you want to use the later version, then you can use this Visual Studio Code and make sure you need to install some extension, C# .NET install tool and REST client. So based on the need, you may need to add some extra extension also. So if you are using this Visual Studio Code, we can handle everything through the command prompt itself, like creating the application, for running the application, for making the build, everything we can do the command prompt itself. But if you are using this Visual Studio, so we have options for running and creating everything. Okay. So I'm going to use the Visual Studio only. So here I have mentioned the version. If you already have a version 2022, it is fine, or a higher version also okay. So in case if you have a lower version, make sure you have to upgrade your Visual Studio. Okay. So the next thing is we have to install the .NET 10 SDK. We can do the installation one by one. So first let me take this .NET 10. Okay. So go to the browser and search like .NET 10 download. So here you will get the link. Okay. So here based on our operating system, like whether it is Linux or Mac OS or Windows, based on that also we can download the separate packages and see it will support for Visual Studio up to 2026. Okay. And it is includes a .NET runtime 10.0.4 .NET Core runtime 10.0.4, .NET Desktop runtime 10.0.4, and for the language support, it will support C Sharp 14, F Sharp 10, Visual Basic 17.13. So we can go to this download section. Also, you can see it have the long-term support. By clicking this button, we can download the package. Okay, the download is completed. The file size is 206 MB. Okay, by double clicking this one, we can install our package, and here you have to click this install button. The installation in progress. So the installation will take some time. Okay, the installation gets completed. You can see the .NET SDK 10.0.2 and runtime, .NET Core runtime, .NET Windows Desktop runtime, everything is installed. Now let me close this one. So the next thing is we need an Visual Studio. So if you already have, it's fine. Otherwise, you can search like Visual Studio download. So now you can see the latest version, Visual Studio 2026. If you have a license, you can download the license version. Otherwise, you have to download the free trial version. It will have around 90 days trial. Okay. So next you can go for the installation steps. Once the installation completed, we can create the required application. For this video, I am going to create one web API application using Visual Studio. By using this Visual Studio code also we can do. For that, I will make the separate video. Okay. So now let me open my Visual Studio 2026. By clicking this create new project, we can create the new application. And the template you can see here. So recently I have created one .NET Core Web API. Okay, that's why I'm able to see here. Otherwise, you have to search like this, Web API. Okay, so here you can see the Web API application with C Sharp. And if you want to use the native NOT, we can use. Similarly, if you want F Sharp, then we can use. Okay, in our case, I'm going to use a Web API with C Sharp. Okay, here we need to provide our project name. I'm going to provide like my API. And we can create all the files in this location, and the solution name also we can use the same name. By clicking this next, we can continue. So here you can see the framework .NET 10 long-term support. You can use that. And for the authentication side, we have several options. So initially we can go with none. Then we can use this configure for HTTPS, and for enabling OpenAPI support, use controller. So now we can create our application. Okay, your application is created, and in the controller section we can see the default controller is included. And for maintaining the configuration, we have this app settings.json. We can see the environment development. Similarly, we can add multiple environments. Okay, and we have this program.cs file for controlling our app related configurations, and have one model file. Okay, so now let me try to run this application. For running, you can see the multiple options. Okay, you have to go with this HTTP or HTTPS or IIS Express. So I am using this IIS Express. Okay, our application is running in the port number of 44364. So for testing purpose, we can verify this weather forecast method. So in this routing side, they provided this controller only. Okay, so in this case, just to copy this one. Okay, our application is working fine. So now we are in the end of the video. In my next video, we can do some changes in our application. Okay, like we can create one new controller. So there we can add multiple methods using different HTTP work like put, post, delete, and get. So those methods we can verify with Postman tool as well. Okay, so stay tuned for my next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.